So Ben, why is your homepage like an umbrella?
You'll have to watch and find out.
Hey there, I'm Bex, and I help small business owners get more visible online by having a blog on their website.
Hi, I'm Ben, and I help small business owners learn how to build their own website using WordPress, all without writing a single line of code.
Homepages. So many businesses get stuck on their homepage, and it's probably the first thing they're going to think about actually when they're developing their website, thinking about building a website. And it's the hardest thing to get right because there's so many things to balance on your homepage. It's not one thing that you're thinking about. It's got a load of functions to fulfill. So what are we going to talk about, Bex, today?
Well, that's why we wanted to make a whole video just dedicated to a homepage. We are going to look at what your homepage is for, the function of it. We're then going to look at the mistakes that you can make, the things you shouldn't be putting on there, and a bad example of a bad homepage. And then we're going to twist that around and tell you exactly what should be on there so that you can then go back and look at yours and think, yes, I'm doing that, or no, I'm not doing that. So let's first start off with what we should have on there. Or no, what it's for. That's what we're going for. Yeah. What is a homepage for? Its purpose.
Okay. Well, the first thing I'd say is that your homepage, people assume that people are always going to come into your website for the homepage. And actually, that's not necessarily the case, especially as your website grows and you've got lots of products and maybe you've got a blog on there, lots of blog posts on there. Your homepage is probably going to be your single most popular landing page. But in fact, most people are going to come onto your website via another page. You think about when you're Googling something, you're looking for a service or looking for an answer to a question, perhaps. You don't go into someone's homepage. You go to go to the blog post or the product page that you've been searching for.
Because you're very rarely going in and searching for a company name.
Yeah.
You might be if you need their contact details or something like that.
Yeah.
But you're usually searching for, I don't know, say you wanted to look for a plumber. You're not going to go in and put ABC plumber and then their homepage will come up. You're going to be putting something like a plumber near me or a plumber.
Yeah.
So then you're going to get results.
Or you might be looking about how I've got a leaky sink. I need to have it fixed. Yeah. What do I do? Yeah. And you're right. It's only and you're only going to search for a company if you know their name. And,
exactly.
And small businesses aren't household names, are they? Generally, so it's unlike. No. I think the only other example is if you meet someone in the real world and they hand you their business card, and they're actually typing in your domain name straight into their browser, and then they're coming up with your homepage. So you need to think like that when you're developing your homepage. I think it's not necessarily going to be your most the way that most people first see you.
No.
Having said that,
kind of like it's your intro page, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's it.
It's like would you say it's a bit like a shop window?
It is, yeah, it is, and I think even if someone hasn't come in via your homepage, they're probably going to they're going to click on your home button and get there eventually. That's certainly what I do.
Yeah.
That's this thing I think about your homepage is like an anchor and an umbrella. So if we look at anchors first, so if I'm deep in someone's site and I'm exploring a few pages and I'm a bit lost, I will click on the homepage to get back to the beginning, really.
Yeah.
And you can orientate yourself then when you're on the homepage. And also, if I'm reading a blog post, for example, I might then click on the homepage just to find out a bit about who this company is, who this person is, maybe.
Yeah.
And that I will click the homepage then. So at that point, regardless of whether someone's landed on your homepage, it's still probably their kind of first introduction to who you actually are. So I think it's really important that you introduce yourself.
Yeah, that's really a good point, actually, because I would quite often land somewhere else on a site, but then always click through to the homepage.
Yeah.
And for me, I think some of that is that it helps me kind of to re-navigate, because even though there's like menus and stuff there, I kind of think, oh no, let me just get back to the homepage and then I can see where I want to go from that point.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and it's a given, isn't it? The home button's always there, so it's always going to be the
it feels
first
safe, doesn't
yeah,
it?
it does.
Like
Yeah, it does. Yeah, you kind of right. Okay,
like,
I know where I am now. Yeah,
yeah,
that's right. Rather than deep in someone's site, you don't know quite where you are.
Yeah,
I think that's absolutely right.
you know that you're going to find everything, or you should find everything you need on that spot.
Yeah, because that's the other thing. As well as being an anchor, I always think of it as an umbrella. So it's where it overarches the whole of your site. So you're highlighting the most important things that you offer, and also featuring them as well, and linking through to those pages. That's all going to be on your homepage. It's like the contents of a book, isn't it? Almost, I guess.
Yeah.
So you can see. You can see exactly, you see roughly, and it's like, it's not the exhaustive list of what's on your website, but it is giving you an idea of what you can expect on the rest of the site.
It's all. I tell you what, it is almost like it's like a magazine cover.
Mm-hmm.
Because you've got like the front page, so there's like visuals there, but then it's got like the headlines and the things that are going to draw you in. So it's a bit like that, isn't it?
And the features, the featured article and all of that kind of stuff. Yeah. And the competition that week and
the cost. And all those sort of stuff. There's loads of stuff like that.
It's all there. Yeah, absolutely.
So that's the purpose of a homepage.
Yeah.
Let us now talk about the mistakes people make and the things that make your homepage really not work for you very well at all.
Okay, right. The biggest mistake is people fixating on their logo, I think.
Yeah.
And I had this with, if I had £1 for every time that a client has said to me, can I have my logo a bit bigger, please? I'd be a wealthy man. Yeah, and it's just, no, it's more than big enough. You don't need your logo bigger. And it's kind of an exercise. It's like an exercise in vanity, really. The bigger my logo is, the more important I am.
But the thing they're missing is, if that logo is massive, it's taking up, and I'm very aware that I'm going to use potentially a little slightly technical term here, but I'll explain what it is.
Yeah.
That's going to use up the fold. That what's called, isn't it? The bit the fold is the point at which you see a website, but then initially you see the website, you haven't scrolled.
Yes. And that's
the most important point, isn't it? That portion.
Yeah, it is. It's called the fold, incidentally, because it's like a broadsheet newspaper. So you think of newspaper folders, so they put all the attention grabbing stuff with the in the main headline there, and beneath the fold, which is when it folds down, that's all the sort of the stuff that they're going to highlight. But that's the bits on the newsstand, isn't it? So you see it.
Yeah.
Eye catching. That's why it's called the above and
so
below.
If you have a massive logo that's going down to the fold, what a waste of space.
Yeah, it's
like you've said nothing to the people that are landing there other
absolutely
than
nothing. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, it's taking up all that valuable real estate. So, and you're also, no one cares about your logo. They don't care about your logo, and you're not a household name. You know, if you're Coca-Cola,
they'd rather see your face.
Yeah,
in fact,
they
than
would.
Your logo.
That's right. But you could also say that's an exercise in vanity. But actually, but people will connect with people. With people. So your face is better than your logo. Have a logo there. You got to have a logo, but it doesn't have. It needs to be there, and it needs to be. You know, it
has to be brand recognition, but it is not the star of the show by any means.
Really isn't. Really, it's very, very secondary, if that.
Yeah.
The other thing is like having your headline, "Welcome to my website." I mean, please, it's not 1998 anymore.
Yeah.
Please don't. That says nothing. That says everyone knows you've landed on a website. I know I've landed on your website.
Yeah.
I know it's yours. So well, and thank you for welcoming me. But hey.
Yeah,
it's just.
But it isn't even genuine. It's just really lazy. It's like, oh, that's what the template or whatever has whacked in there.
Yeah,
that sounds good enough.
Yeah.
I'll leave that. And it just reeks of laziness and can't be asked. And
yeah, it is.
It's not welcoming in the slightest.
No, really, it's the exact opposite of
opposite.
welcoming. It's so generic. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
great. So definitely do that. And I say that the third big mistake is just trying to cram everything onto your homepage, deciding that everything you do is equally important and putting it all in there. And if you just do that, well, basically nothing will have emphasis. You won't have any emphasis at all. And people are just going to be completely overwhelmed by that, and just they'll disappear, go onto your competitor's site. They're not going to be interested because you just try to force feed them everything you do all in one go, which
it just is too busy, isn't it? I mean, we've got enough that we're trying to consume on the internet as it is. To land on a website that's going boom, 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 your brain and your eyes just cannot take it.
No.
And you leave.
You will.
Because why should you stay around and have to work to find the stuff you need?
Yeah, and that's it. That's it, isn't it? You're creating friction for your visitor by doing all that. So don't do it. So
your job is to keep them there as long as possible.
Not turn them off straight away.
Turn them off.
Yeah. So those are the three mistakes, I think, the key mistakes. So the flip side of that is what every homepage needs and what you need to do it right. And the first one, leading directly on from what we just talked about, is clarity. Just give it absolute clarity. When someone lands on your website, they should know exactly what it is you're about, what you're for, really. I think that's the key to getting that first impression right.
Definitely. And I think that can be done in sort of two ways that work together. So obviously you want to be blatant about what you do and what you offer, but there's just an overall impression you can create in the, even the styling of the homepage and stuff like that. It creates just an atmosphere.
It does.
almost.
And there's some really interesting research done quite a few years ago now, where they worked out that people make a judgment about a website within I think it's a 20th of a second. It's like that.
Really short amount.
So they're not had a chance to really see anything, or certainly not read anything. But it's just the overall impression, and whatever they see or read or engage with afterwards, they're highly unlikely to change that first impression. So
we're a judgy breed, aren't we?
We really are, and it's an instinctive thing as well. It's not like looking at it. It's just and it's not really about whether do I like it, do I not like it. It's actually about matching expectations. So you're going to have you type something into Google, you're going to come to that site with a set of expectations, and if you're looking for fast food and it looks like an accountant's website, then you're going to get a disconnect there. And if you're looking for accounting services and it's lit up like McDonald's, again, you're going to go, no, that's not it.
What? I've landed on the wrong side.
Wrong page, So that's definitely that's really. I mean, they're going into sort of design. I think we should do something on design actually at some point. But,
well, there is a lot to be said about color psychology as well, and it's something you have to be careful that you don't go down this rabbit hole with, and it becomes this thing that stops you from moving forwards, because you really don't want to spend too long on it.
No,
but if you know who your audience are and you've got colours right on your website, it can sometimes be enough for me to land on a website and sort of think, not really based on whether I like the colours, but you get an overall impression of whether that person is your person.
Yeah, you do.
Not your person. It's a bit like when you go round and look, when you're viewing a house, you just get a feeling of whether you can see yourself there or not. And it's the same when you land on a website.
It is, and it's that instinctive right-brained response, isn't it? You're not thinking about it or analysing it. It's just
it's just a feeling.
Right. So I think when someone, assuming you've got over that hurdle and they're reading your headline, that's got to be absolutely crystal clear too, and it's got to be customer focused. It's not about the exact opposite of welcome to my website. It's got to actually engage the customer straight away, and you don't necessarily have to communicate all of this within the headline, but I think in the opening, again, above the fold, you need to communicate in some way or other, in words, pictures, video, whatever it is. You need to tell them what you do, who you help, and what results you help them to get. I think get those three things right, and that is, you're over that second hurdle, if you like.
It's coming at it from their point of view, isn't it? It's recognizing what it is they are struggling with at the moment,
their pain points,
and why you are the best person to get them over that struggle, give them a solution. And if you can get that in that top half of your homepage, you're onto a winner.
You really are. Yeah, you really are. So that's above the fold. I think you want all of those, all of that stuff in there. I think you probably want a call to action in there as well, actually, above the fold, if you can.
Yeah, ideally. I mean, even most people, your menu bar though, I mean, you want a call to action, but in your menu bar, you're going to probably have a contact us or something.
Oh yeah,
like that.
for sure. Yeah, in your menu bar, you have all the key bits of your website, for sure.
Yeah,
and you can have a call to action button in your header, for sure. You can do.
Yeah,
but I think it's
most people have their menu bar above the fold, don't they? They usually have it right at the top.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't have it anywhere else.
Well, yeah, exactly. But just like going back, if people really don't know, going back to very, very basics, that's where you would definitely have that there.
Yeah, you would. Absolutely.
And you'd have things like your social media icons or something like that, so people can contact you there. So if you think about it, we should have a ton of calls to action. Just some are more subtle than others.
Yeah, and it is all about placing them in the right place and deciding which is the absolute priority. And I sometimes with social media, unless it depends on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to get more social media followers, then you need to prioritize that. But if you're using social media to drive people to your websites, then maybe you don't want. So sometimes I put the social media icons in the footer, actually, because they're just there, rather than, because I'm not necessarily able to. It depends on what I'm trying to do.
Where mine are. I think I might have mine in various places, just scattered around.
So, but whatever your call to action is, you're going to have that in there, aren't you?
You have to show them somewhere to go next.
You do, yeah, and that could be buy something. It could be to book a call. It could be subscribe to your newsletter. It could simply just be get in touch. So yeah, you got to have a call to action.
It could even be like a find out more.
Yeah,
because even just by finding out more, you're taking them to another point,
another bit of your website. Yeah, absolutely. You should also have an overview of your products and services. Now, there's a debate about whether you should have this before or after a call to action, because depending on what your products and services are. But I think you need to, whatever your key offers are. It might be one offer, might it? If it's one offer, then you're definitely going to have a call to action there. But you might have several offers. You need to highlight those and feature them on your homepage so that people know. And you're not giving them lots of detail about it, actually, but you're letting them know what they are. So that's clear. And then linking through to a sub page where they can actually find out more about it. It may be going through to a sales page, a landing page where find out more about what that offer is. But I think you need to do that, and that's important for Google as well. That Google understands what the most important pages are.
That's the thing. We've been talking about it from the point of view of a visitor landing on your site, but it isn't just about that. It is about the search engines like Google also being able to categorize it and rank it more easily, and in you making it blatantly obvious what you are, who you are, what you're about, all that helps Google.
It does, and those things are, help your visitors, help Google. The things are that's always entwined, isn't it? It's not two separate things. If you do it right for one, you're doing it right for the other normally, typically. And the last thing really, I think, is you should have if you've got a blog on your website, which obviously you should, and we've been saying that since day one of this YouTube channel, haven't we? We've been saying you should have a blog on your website for all kinds.
And if you don't, why are you still even here?
Yes, well, quite, yes. You clearly haven't been listening.
Yeah.
I think you should feature your latest blog post on your homepage. I think that's you've got to highlight your blog.
Yeah. See, this is interesting because I think I currently don't on my Blogwell one.
Okay.
Only because I haven't got round to it. That is the honest truth.
Yeah, okay.
But it needs to, but I just haven't got round to it. But I think I do on my other websites.
Yeah.
Mainly because they're older and therefore it's been set up.
Yeah.
And I think I might even have some like scrolling ones, so you can have like a choice.
But on those websites, the blog is the main event, isn't it? Pretty much.
Yes. So that's where it differs. Yeah.
But but even if it isn't, I think it's, we've said how important the blog post your blog is to a successful website. I think featuring the latest, at least featuring the latest blog homepage is a great idea, because it's
you have that on yours, do you?
I do, yeah. Yeah, in fact, it features on most pages of the site not at the bottom. It's at the bottom, before the before the main footer. It's there, just with a link to the latest one. And I think it's I think that's a really good idea. Personally,
I'll get on it.
Okay.
I'll do it. That can be one of my goals.
Yes. Okay.
We actually we haven't mentioned social proof, like testimonials and stuff.
We haven't.
Like that.
No, it's really, really important.
I mean, obviously, startups might not have that, but certainly, like products and stuff like that threw me. My dog has come into the scene.
That's all right. It's the new startup.
He's there, yeah.
It's been very good.
So like product pages, product websites, you quite often see reviews or like little one-liners or something, don't you?
I think that's brilliant.
Yeah.
When we talked about social proof before, haven't we? Really, is that it's other people talking about you and your services or your products, not you talking about it, which is so much more powerful. And and it could be, and if that is hard if you're just starting out, but you can go and ask someone just to say something nice.
There are ways around it.
Yeah, and ask someone to say something nice about you. That's you don't need loads of these things. Obviously, the more you have, the better. You've got more choice and stuff. But and it is. And if you're doing products and reviews, and you get Google reviews, Facebook reviews, all that stuff, you can put that on your website. And it works really well in conjunction with a call to action. So you're trying to get someone. If you're trying to get someone to subscribe to your newsletter, and you've got a healthy number of people already subscribed, put that number next to the button. Other people like it, therefore I'm more likely to subscribe.
You should sign up because of this, because this is the reason why.
Because 1,500 people have already subscribed to it. They like it. Clearly, they like it. It's that. I mean, obviously, that's difficult when you're first setting up. But it's something you should consider, that kind of stuff.
Do you know what? I'm finding this episode really useful myself. It's pointing out all the things that I should have on my homepage and I currently don't.
Yeah, well, mine, I'm the same. Mine's a website's a work in progress, as we always say.
Yes.
So and we're not perfect. We're not aiming for perfection.
Exactly. It all harks back to that perfectionist thing.
But mine's the same. There's stuff on my homepage which is not right and needs to be changed. There are only so many hours in a day, as we know.
Well, exactly. And it's just being aware of all this stuff as well. We're fully aware what we do need on there. We just haven't got round to doing it.
That's right.
And some people watching this genuinely don't know what they should put on there.
Correct. And this is an ideal situation. So if you've got some of this stuff on your homepage, you're already going to be ahead of the game. So that's. And
as well, like, I know it's not great to just have a landing page and say, welcome to my website. But do you know what? When it's very, very early days, even just having that is better than having no website at all. So let's, if we break it down step by step, if you've got that at the moment, if it's been sat like that for 6 months, then yes, it's time to do something else. But if you haven't even got a website at the moment, then get to that point and put a welcome there.
And it's funny you should say that, because bexandben.com has got a website saying coming soon with our logo on it.
Yeah.
and a couple of links to this channel, and a link to the link to an email. So yeah, but that's just there as a placeholder until we have time to actually get something more substantial up there. So yeah, and that's better than nothing, because Google can see that, and it's got the title in there. There's content in there, a little bit of content that it can actually digest. So yeah,
it's doing something. It's just not doing a lot, but it's there.
It is correct. So we've covered just about everything, haven't we? Yeah,
I think so. I mean, it would be really good to hear people's opinions on this. If anyone's got any questions centered around home pages, if they're unsure about something, feel free to contact us, leave a comment.
Please do that, yeah. And go and have a look at your homepage. You know, you got with fresh eyes now. Think about what we've said, because you know exactly what a homepage is for, and we've given you all the do's and don'ts, all the mistakes, and what, you know, the key components of a homepage. So go and have a look at it and see how many of those, how many of those boxes you've ticked. Thanks so much for watching. Please take a look in our back catalogue. There's loads of episodes in the channel now, so please don't take a look at that.
It's always lovely when you support us, so please subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out, and remember to like, follow and share.
Homepages. Homepages. Home.
This could be the beginning bit. Homepages.
Homepages. Homepages.
Homepages.
That's a good start.
We don't half waffle on.
I've not.
Or I do.
Never noticed that.
I'm a waffler. Your Enid Blyton guide.
Oh, please. And I don't know how to do a hornpipe dance.
Which makes it even more confusing.
What is that twat doing? It's not anything like
that is what I'm aiming for.
I know you are.
To do these things.
I don't mind looking like a twat.
It's not a laughing matter.
Area is what?
I'm using that. You ain't got an anchor line around, have you?
Oh gosh.
Can we quickly make one?
I need to go to the toilet. Jolly good.